Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is September 7, 2017. My name is Nick Santiago. Thank you all for tuning in this morning. All right, looking at this market, we have the S&P 500 E-mini futures basically flat. Right now, the futures are trading at 24.65 and a quarter per contract. So all in all, we have a flat market ahead of the opening bell, but we'll see how this market trades out today. Yesterday, the markets actually were able to carve out a small gain. We'll see if that is possible today. I think we have a lot of news to digest, and traders need to really get back to the drawing board here, but we'll see how this all plays out. Anyway, you slice it or dice it, we're back from the holiday, and again, markets now have a lot of news to digest, starting with ECB President Mario Draghi leaving euro rates unchanged. And again, right now, if you look at the US dollar index, what you're going to see is the dollar is declining off that news. He actually sounded a little bit dovish, but he was very, very mixed messaged and wishy-washy. And you're going to see that the euro is really taking a spike to the high. So again, if you're an InTheMoneyStocks member, you know what I'm looking for in the euro. You know where I'm looking for it to go. And I do think we're on our way there. So we'll see how today plays out. But right now we have the euro spiking higher on the Mario Draghi press conference. And you also have the dollar moving lower. Those two will trade inverse to each other. So a lot of news to digest here. We'll see how it plays out. But in the meantime, we have lots of stocks out here to look at. Restoration Hardware with a huge pop today. Stock, I believe, closed yesterday at $49.42. Looks like they upped their guidance and their earnings. Stock right now is trading at $67.77 a share. So great move there for RH Restoration Hardware. This is generally a stock that's been all over the map. You could go back in July, it was trading at $80, then went back down to $45, and now back up to $67. So it's been a wild run for Restoration Hardware this year, but nonetheless, stock is trading decently higher. I think around the 75 level, we start to look for resistance. I'll try to hone in on some better levels, but again, it's a little bit of an erratic mover, and you got to be careful with your levels there. But again, if you want to trade alongside of us, come on over. Take a 7-day free trial to that intraday stock chat. See everything we're doing in there. We had a great day yesterday. Let's take a look at CAB. This is Cabela's. Stock right now is trading sharply higher, closed at $53.44. It looks like they did receive approval to sell a bank holding company, I believe, that they own. That clears the way for them to be bought out by Bass Pro Shops. So again, this stock is trading sharply higher at $61.27. Really not much to do. I do think the stock can go up to $63.50. If you own it, trail the stop loss. If you don't own it, leave it alone at this stage of the game. GoPro, GPRO, the camera maker, finally reporting earnings that the market seems to like ahead of the opening bell. Stock closed at $8.90 yesterday, now trading at $10.12. There's not much I'm going to look to do here, but if you own this, try to trail the stop loss. This has potential to get to around $11.25, just simply on the fact of short covering. So if there are a lot of shorts in this stock. If short covering comes in, this can squeeze up to around 11 and a quarter, maybe even 11.30 a share. So again, if you own GoPro, that's the best way to play it. If you don't own it, I couldn't touch it up here. Let's take a look at General Mills. Looks like they reported earnings as well. Stock is getting hit a little bit. Right now, the stock is trading at around $54 a share. We're going to try to get levels ready for the intraday stock chat room in this name. Right now, I think around 52 is where I am seeing support, maybe even 52 and a quarter, somewhere around there. So again, we'll keep it on the radar. We'll look at this one once the opening bell rings, and we'll see where we go. Let's take a look at VRNT. This is Verint. And this one is getting a nice little pop, closed at $39.45. I think it's on the back of earnings. And again, stock is coming into a lot of resistance, but the big resistance level is around $44. I'll show you the daily chart. You can see here's this wide range red bar, but nice pop right now. So again, you're going to go into that level. If you own it, trail the stop loss immediately. If you don't own it, there's really not a whole lot to do here as the stock's trading around $42.10, but big resistance coming into play around the 44 level. Let's take a look at AZN. This is an upgrade. I believe AstraZeneca got an upgrade today. Stock trading at $31.13, closed at $30.34. Again, give it the upside bias to around, I would say around 32 and a quarter, maybe 32.35. I don't see it going much higher than that. Let's take a look at TJX. This was upgraded as well today. Stock right now is trading at 73.58, closed at 73.03. So nice little uptick there. A lot of resistance in play here for TJX. Let's take a look at RACE, which is, I believe, Ferrari. This is ticker symbol is RACE. Stock is trading at 112, closed at 116.85. So good haircut there. I think this is on the back of a downgrade. The only level that interests me in this stock, believe it or not, because it's very thin, would be $100. Gets down to 100 bucks. I think it could be worth a stab on the upside there for a day trade. Let's take a look here at Barnes & Noble's. BKS is the ticker symbol. This is the first company that Amazon took down. Stock selling off after earnings, closed at 7.85, now trading at 7 bucks. There is definitely some support around $6.50. So again, we'll look at that later. I'm not sure we're going to do much with it. Let's take a look at some insider buying today. Best Buy, it looks like chairman sold about $5.8 million worth of stock, but the stock's holding up fine at the moment, trading at 55.50. No problem there, at least initially. We'll look at that one as well once the opening bell rings. Let's take a look at CAR. It looks like Goldman Sachs upgraded the rental car sector. All in all, a little uptick there for CAR. I'm not sure there's much upside in this name whatsoever. Let's take a look at the drug stock, ALNY, which is ALNY Pharmaceuticals. This stock trading at $77 today, closed at $86.02. I think that's on the back of drug news, so that's a big haircut. There's no level here that interests me unless we go significantly lower. So again, be careful with drug stocks. You always got to watch. You never know how severe that drug news will be. All right, I think we covered everything there as far as moving plays this morning. Let's take a look at the gold market. Gold is catching a big bid this morning, up $8.80 to $1,348 an ounce. So gold on the move again. Big pop there. You can see it has pulled back off of its highs on the GLD. But remember, the GLD trades till 4 o'clock. Spot gold closes at 1:30. Right now, GLD is trading at 127.65. Closed at 126.81. Still reflecting a pretty good move there. Crude oil is down 35 cents to $48.81 a barrel. If you take a look at the USO, which is a good oil ETF, that's trading at 9.97. That's down from the 10.04 close last night. Again, we do have a big hurricane in the Caribbean right now, headed towards the state of Florida. And again, we'll update all the members on everything we're seeing there. But nonetheless, that is a massive storm, and we'll see how it affects us once it does make landfall in the U.S. With that being said, everybody, we're going to watch this market closely. Good trading day yesterday. We're going to look to keep it going today. I want to wish you all a great session. And once again, if you have not done so, come on over, take that 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat room, trade right alongside of us. With that being said, everyone have a great session, and we will see you on the charts.